Hello everyone, welcome to the J Crafts Network. I'm your host, Herman. It's Purim time and we're here at a Halloween adventure in New York City. You know what that means? It's time to get your mask on. Let's take a closer look. Purim is just around the corner, and one of the great things about Purim is you get to dress up. And this store has so much interesting masks and paraphernalia. So tell us what you're seeing. What are people looking for in your store in Purim?
A lot of times people with beards want to cover their face, and they want tight masks so they completely transform themselves. And then where we're hearing the flapper costumes and gangster costumes, hippie costumes, superheroes, things like that. Obviously, kings and queens, that kind of thing. A lot of wigs. We saw a lot of wigs. Makeup to paint your face. The children want traditional kids costumes. You know what I mean? They want to be a bee or a little wedding dress or anything that's like a princess. We see that, and they want to be the boys superheroes.
What's the biggest difference between Purim and Halloween for you here?
Well, Halloween is a lot of scary stuff, a lot of bloody stuff, a lot of witches, traditional things. They tend to be less modest. You saw a lot more sexy stuff. Because if you're Orthodox, you're not going to expose your shoulders and things like that. You know, you have a lot of kids at Purim, which we have at Halloween, but some families will come in 4 or 5 kids, you know, with multi-baby carriages, you know,
Right.
You know, and it's a focused market. You know, we have a store that's devoted to it in Long Island, and that store's doing more business than we are because it's a Purim store. And it's in an Orthodox neighborhood, so it opens and closes based on the holidays here. We're more of a Halloween store, you know. And but my wife is Jewish, so a few years ago we said, we discovered it, you know. She knew of it. She said, well, what is a Purim? And it's become secular, a little more secular because there's a lot of parties younger people are doing it. So they're dressing a little sexier. We see that, but we see Orthodox and we see female rabbis, which is the other extreme, you know, and female candors, you know. So I know that when it comes in, and it's a very focused market because we advertise in the Jewish Week, Jewish Press, and specifically, and you even know when Israelis come in, obviously more Orthodox, you can see that. In Halloween, you don't see that so much, you know. You're not going to see it. It's everybody, you know.
And one of the things that I realized in going to some of the parties is that costumes have gotten a little bit more risque. And you actually have some, you know, you have a special unit designed to that. So how has that evolved for you?
Well, the risque costumes, sexy costumes for the women, that's a big category, you know, because it's date night, so they're going to dress that way, you know, and they want to show more. I mean, when it's you know, when it's a religious holiday, Purim is a fun day, so they do a lot of fun things. They're going to dress as banana, food, you know, M&M's, silliness, that kind of stuff. Maybe clowns, depends, you know, things that cover you. But you're not going to do any witches. You're not going to do any zombies. You know, you're not going to sell a lot of blood. Like Easter, we saw a lot of blood because the Passion plays. But so do we do at Halloween because of zombies and horror. Purim, I don't see much of that.
So walk us through like this store. So we're here, and you have a lot of different paraphernalia here, and you got the mask. So like, how's the store divided?
Well, the store is divided in sections based on categories. There's a map, and within the map, you'll see flappers, you'll see clowns, you'll see horror, you'll see Roman. Middle East section's real big for Purim. Anything Middle East for sure. I forgot that, like Cleopatra and things like that. That sells a lot. You got your cowboys, you got your pirates, you got all your traditional superheroes. You know, you got a shoe department. You got your hat department, you got your decor. Downstairs you have some more sexy stuff down there, but you also have the more expensive rental costumes. We sell rental costumes. So down there you would have a little more high-end things that are less packaged, that kind of stuff. Masks are everywhere. You have your traditional, what I call Venetian mask, and then you have all your horror masks, and then you have things that are just transform you into a woman or old man or young kid, you know, that kind of stuff. So and then we have our makeup department. The makeup department's incredible because you can transform yourself with the wigs and then the makeup. We have a magic department, which sometimes people go down there, they want to get silliness and gags because they want to entertain. So there's nobody like us. Then I have my goth store next door, which is like really hard edge kind of stuff. And we see people go in there for Purim. You know, the more the hipper crowd will go in there. You know, it's not really goth. It's just dark, or the corsets and things like that. So like, I mean, it's when I say secular, they tend to be less religious. More, they celebrate the holidays. They want what they want.
So you're here shopping for Purim, and you said you like to create unique costumes. So what are you doing this year?
You know, came here without an idea, just looking for what hits me. I think this year we're doing some crazy hippie stuff with a lot of body hair. Something really unusual.
What have you done in the past?
Did a really good nerd last year that was punctuated by the ugliest looking teeth you've ever seen. Past years done Chinese, done you know, old bald guy, beer belly, that type of thing. I usually find what I'm looking for.
What does Purim mean to you?
Whatever it takes to make the kids happy. And usually a good costume does it.
So what are you doing this year for Purim?
I'm here to pick up not sure yet, but one of the Disney characters. We're going as a group, like 25 people, and just trying to find the lucky one.
What have you done in the past?
I've been more like into, been past year I've been like a pirate, and I don't know, done too much. Okay.
What does Purim mean to you?
It's a day to be wasted, and you just forget about everything and do whatever you want to do all year, and just that day to do it.
As you can see, this store is everything you need for Purim. This is Herman. Thanks for watching.